Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to talk about Star Trek Voyager. Now, I have done videos on Star Trek, the original series, which I hate when people call it that, it's just Star Trek. So I've done videos on the original Star Trek, I've done videos on Star Trek The Next Generation, and I've done a video on Star Trek Deep Space Nine talking about the different shows. So I figured I wanted to continue on and talk about Star Trek Voyager, and I figured I was going to do it in the vein similar to Star Trek and Star Trek The Next Generation, where I talked about each season. And so I was going to pick my top 5 stories that I think people who haven't seen Voyager should watch from season 1 of Voyager. But as I started scrolling through the episode list, which actually I pulled up right here, it became apparent to me that I don't recognize most of the episodes. Now, I recognize the pilot, which is a 2-parter, The Caretaker, and I do recommend it. I actually remember. I've seen it multiple times. It's a good episode, or 2-parter. It does a good job of introducing Voyager's crew and setting up the situation for them being trapped in the Delta Quadrant and all of that. It does a really good job of that. Plus, it's nice to see some of the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine crew in there to kind of transition people into the new show. Since there was so much Star Trek going on in the 90s between Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager just starting up, Next Generation crew just kind of getting started with their movies. And plus, I like the beginning of it. We actually get to see a flashback to the Battle of Wharf 359. As in Best of Both Worlds, we only saw the aftermath of it. It's nice to actually see some scenes from that battle. And kind of, it gives us some glances into Sisko's character, which I really like. It's a good one. But it's the only one in Season 1 I recognize right off. And I've seen other episodes from the season. I can tell from where I've got them pulled up here that I've watched episodes, but I don't remember them. And I have to ask, is Season 1 just bad? Does Season 1 of Voyager suck? I'm curious for those of you watching who have seen it, because I don't remember most of these stories. Usually, like with the original Star Trek and with Next Generation, I can recognize an episode by its title, and if for some reason I can't, it's synopsis. I can look at the synopsis and be like, oh yeah, that one. But with these episodes, Parallax, not recognizing it. Time and Again, I think I like that one, but I don't remember it. Phage, I remember that one, I didn't like it. And a lot of these others, they're not ringing a bell, even though I know I've watched them, and I have to wonder, were they just uninteresting? I do remember the season finale, Learning Curve, when some of the Maquis don't really like being integrated with the crew, because I remember Chakotay hitting one of the Bolians or whatever they're called in the face. I remember that scene. But I don't know. Part of it could be, I never liked Kes. I remember that. I never liked the character of Kes. Nothing against the actress, I just never liked Kes. So the earlier seasons, especially the Kes-heavy episodes, I don't really care for normally. And I do think Voyager is one of those shows that got better as it went on, because there are a lot of good episodes in Voyager. I'm guessing they're not early on, because I'm looking at Season 1, all of Season 1 right now, and I don't recognize most of it. So, yeah, I have to ask, did Season 1 of Voyager suck, or do I just need to go back and rewatch it? Because Voyager's always been my least favorite of what I call the real Star Trek series, which is pretty much anything between Star Trek and Star Trek Enterprise. I really think real Star Trek kind of ends around 2000. Well, ends with Enterprise, and maybe the first Abrams movie. I did actually like the first Abrams movie. I don't really care for the other two, but I liked the first Abrams movie. And I enjoyed Enterprise a lot. Of the 5 core series, Voyager was always my least favorite. And so I haven't gone back and watched those episodes as much, unlike Next Generation or Star Trek, where I've watched those episodes many times. So I ask you, what do you think of Season 1 of Star Trek Voyager? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you do like some of the episodes, give me maybe your top 5 episodes of Season 1, if there are 5 that you have that you really like. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. I also have a Patreon if you would like to contribute to that. There is a link to that down in the description below, which helps me with all the Doctor Who stuff I import from the UK. Still waiting on the Web of Fear Steelbook. That was dispatched over a month ago. This is not the face of a happy person. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.